What I would do as a mom who's having a baby in hospital in 2025 from someone that had a very traumatic birth experience. My husband and I did not know as much as I wish we would have, plus the fact that I had preeclampsia, a cesarean. So my number one thing is have an advocate that knows exactly what you want. My husband was my advocate, but like I said, we really didn't expect things like people walking into our room without knocking. Everything happened so fast, just didn't know what we were walking into. My husband and I are going to walk into the hospital knowing exactly what we want and how we want it, which brings us to my next one, which is setting boundaries with some of the staff. Like I said, I had people walking in my room every 20 minutes without knocking. Most of the time I'd be on the bed without my hospital gown on. I had a catheter because I had preeclampsia and a cesarean. I'm not talking about my nurses, I'm talking about people that wanted us to fill out paperwork. A lot of the interruptions were so unnecessary and made my experience extremely stressful. My husband and I are not going to let people in the room unless it's absolutely necessary, a doctor, a nurse, something like that. Next is I did not have a pediatrician picked out prior to me going to the hospital, which was a humongous mistake. I didn't realize the hospital pediatrician team would be so aggressive. So now that I have a doctor that I love, he's just gonna meet us at the hospital and take care of everything that he needs to take care of for the baby. Next was a mistake I made, which was having way too many visitors. I'm only gonna be allowing 3 people total to visit me in the hospital. Way too many bodies walking in and out of my room, and it just made my stress really high. The last one is going to sound silly saying out loud, but is not worrying about things that are not in my control. I had a very hard time breastfeeding in the hospital because of the fact that I was on magnesium. I had my incision come open. I had to be stapled. I was unable to sit up straight. My daughter's blood sugar ended up getting too low, and we had to give her a little bit of formula. In the meantime, I was pumping and getting as much colostrum out as possible. For whatever reason, I really freaked out about that. I felt like this humongous failure as a mom, as a person, failed my child. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe it was a little bit of lack of sleep, exhaustion, medication. All in all, it really is not that big of a deal. All that being said, I am so blessed to be able to have a baby in the hospital, a clean hospital, a great hospital, to have a staff of people really caring about me, really caring about my baby and our well-being. However, it is okay to have healthy boundaries with people. And that is my goal in 2025, having a baby in the hospital.